Alright, so the end of This Is a Battle, turn 1. Pretty much everything just advanced and ran. The Pentanet engines, I know they rolled a 5 or a 6, so they got pretty far out of the woods. Everything else came out of terrain, hoping to use the benefit of night fighting. Like I said, we'll see what happens with Noise Marines. The Exorcist moved up 6 and unloaded its salvo into those Noise Marines. He didn't use his searchlight because there was no point, because nothing else was in range, and he would have illuminated himself. So he just shot them and killed one. He had a 2+ cover for being behind the woods and being having stealth and shrouded. So he killed one with a sonic blaster, and everything else just ran up, getting closer. So now we'll see how the Noise Marines counter. So we'll start over here. The Dreadnought moved up and shot the Exorcist. He penetrated with his last cannon, but the Exorcist made his cover save due to being behind woods in night fight. The Noise Marines moved up. They were all out of range, or they didn't have line of sight for the Blastmaster, so they had to move. The Possessed got out, tried to charge the Inquisitor Rhino. They overwatched. I believe you could overwatch two. You could overwatch with 2 different models outside the hatch. So that's what we did. We failed to wound, but they failed that charge. All right, and a pretty crafty placement of blast marker from this Blastmaster was able to destroy both Pentanet engines. One was down to 1 hull point. He took 2 hits from the last cannon fire and obliterators, and the other one was penetrated. Due to being open top, it was a +1, so got rid of both those engines. So I really wanted to see what they were going to do, but they didn't make it across the board. They didn't make it past turn 1, and that's first blood to my wife. And we're going to see what's going to happen on turn 2. This is the battle. See if there are reinforcements coming. Okay, so end of turn 2 for Sisters of Battle. These sisters with the cannoness, they ran up. They moved up, and they tried to shoot the Possessed. Didn't do anything. These sisters just repositioned. The Exorcist rolled 3 for its amount of shots. Scored 2 penetrating on the Dreadnought and was able to blow it up. 1-inch explosion, so it didn't hurt anybody. The Repentia just ran up a little bit. So, haven't really gotten to the battle yet. Quite a daring deep strike move by St. Celestine and her Seraphim squad. They landed in between the Dreadnought and the Noise Marines, and about 7 inches from the edge of the table. They failed their Act of Faith test, which they do get a reroll on because they are Seraphim. They had a roll above a 3 or better, and they failed it. Otherwise, they would have got to reroll their wounds. And they were equipped 2 hand flamers plus the Celestine's flamer. It's pretty devastating. But anyway, they wiped out 5 of the Noise Marines. They just left the aspiring champion with the lightning claw. So he's the only one that's left in the squad. Alright. The Inquisitor and his warband got out. He casted Prescience. Allowed them to reroll their hits with the hotshot lasguns. They all pretty much hit, but they failed to roll well to wound and combined fire. The Inquisitor also had a Combi Flamer, so all that combined fire only resulted in 2 Possessed going down. So they're ready to counterattack. Alright, this is how the board looks. And about to start Chaos turn 2. See the demons come in. Right now it's Chaos is winning 3-1. They got 2 points for both engines. They were 2 separate units and first blood. And the Sisters of Battle only got the Dreadnought. And we'll see what happens. Turn 2. Alright, so Chaos Space Marines turn 2. The Keeper of Secrets did not show up. The Demonettes did. They deep struck behind the Sister Battles lines, behind the wall of martyrs. They didn't scatter, they ran 1 inch. So let's see if they could survive the onslaught of flamers should be coming their way. See if they could get to them. So they're the Demonettes. Alright. What else happened? Okay, so in the shooting phase, the Obliterators unleashed 2 plasma cannons. One got hot, one failed to roll to get hot. So only 2 at the Seraphim. Now Seraphim get to re-roll their Shield of Faith, which is a 6+ and 1 will save. So 1 scattered like 3 inches and 1 direct hit, plus with Saint Celestine's 4+ save. I lost 2 Seraphim and Saint Celestine, and 3 of them survived. They made their leadership check, so they're okay. So not bad. Alright, so then combat. The assault phase. The Chaos Lord with the Possessed charged into the Inquisitor squad, and the Rhino, which was equipped with a Dirge Caster. So the Inquisitor squad was not able to overwatch. With the hotshot las cannons, hotshot las guns, plus prescience, there was a pretty big deal that was negated by the Dirge Caster. So the Chaos Lord issued a challenge was accepted by the Inquisitor because he has a force sword, and he was killed by the Lord, just barely. So the Lord does have lightning claws, so he was able to re-roll his wounds, and he got the 3 wounds that he needed to kill the Inquisitor. The rest of the possessed wiped out. A bunch more of the henchmen, and then the Archal Flagellants, they struck back. 4 attacks each, strength 5, up and skill 5. It's pretty nasty. They were only able to kill 2 of the possessed. They failed their leadership, and they were overrun. So they were wiped out, and the possessed and the Lord consolidated 3 inches back towards the Rhino. So this is a battle turn 3. We'll see if Saint Celestine could get back up. And right now looks like Chaos is winning. But this looks like it could be a big turn for Sisters of Battle. Okay, so end of Sisters of Battle turn 3.